What does it take to be remembered as a legend in both music and film? Kris Kristofferson, a man who lived an extraordinary life filled with chart-topping hits, iconic movie roles, and a personal story that spans decades, has left behind a legacy unlike any other. As we reflect on his journey, from his storied marriages to his life as a father, and his impressive collection of homes and cars, let's take a moment to celebrate the many facets of this true Renaissance man. So guys, quickly join our YouTube channel. Kris Kristofferson, a revered icon in country music, songwriting, and Hollywood acting, passed away at the age of 88 on September 28, 2024, at his home in Maui, Hawaii. His journey through life was nothing short of extraordinary, filled with timeless hits, unforgettable acting performances, and a persona that shaped outlaw country music in the 1970s. As a trailblazer, Kristofferson's life was marked by his love for music, his family, and a passion for living simply. Let's explore his life in more detail. His family, relationships, lifestyle, car collection, properties, and net worth at the time of his passing. Kris Kristofferson's marriages and family. Kris Kristofferson, a legend in music, film, and songwriting, passed away at 88, leaving behind an incredible legacy and a large, close-knit family. He was married 3 times and had 8 children, each with their own unique story. Kris's first marriage was to Frances Fran Mavia Beer in 1961, with whom he had 2 children. Their daughter, Tracy Kristofferson, born in 1962, followed in her father's footsteps as an actress and producer. Meanwhile, Kris Kristofferson Jr., born in 1968, has mostly stayed out of the spotlight. After Kris and Fran divorced in 1969, he briefly dated Janis Joplin before her death in 1970. His second marriage was to singer Rita Coolidge in 1973, and together they had 1 daughter, Casey Kristofferson, born in 1974. Casey is a talented musician and leads her own band. The marriage ended in 1980. In 1983, Kris married his third wife, Lisa Myers, and they had 5 children. Their first son, Jesse Kristofferson, born in 1983, pursued acting with roles in Planet of the Apes and Melrose Place. Their next son, Jody Kristofferson, born in 1985, became a professional wrestler with WWE, performing under the name Garrett Dillon. Johnny Robert Kristofferson, born in 1988, chose a different path, becoming a lawyer after studying at Pepperdine University. Kelly Marie Kristofferson, born in 1990, is a singer and actress. Their youngest, Blake Cameron Kristofferson, born in 1994, has maintained a quiet life away from the spotlight. What aspect of Kris's legacy do you think will resonate most with future generations? Share your thoughts in the comments. Kristofferson's lifestyle and passion for simplicity. Despite his fame and fortune, Kris Kristofferson lived a relatively simple and grounded life. In interviews, he frequently expressed his love for living off the grid and away from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. He found peace in nature, particularly on his sprawling properties in Hawaii and California. Kristofferson made his home in Hana, Maui, Hawaii, in 1984, when he purchased a 25-acre estate for $120,000. The property, built in 1986, became his sanctuary, featuring 6 bedrooms, 6.5 bathrooms, and a pool and hot tub, all surrounded by lush Hawaiian landscapes. In interviews, he described his Maui home as a reflection of his love for family and nature, a place where he could truly be himself. The songwriter, who had always been drawn to simplicity, often spoke about how the land reminded him of his childhood in Brownsville, Texas, and how he felt connected to the local community. In addition to his Hawaiian home, Kristofferson owned a property in Malibu, California, which he purchased in 1974 for $165,000. The coastal property spanned 1.7 acres and is now worth over $3.9 million. This hilltop retreat offered expansive views of the Pacific Ocean and was Kristofferson's hideaway during his many travels between music tours and film sets. Up the coast in Northern California, Kristofferson also owned a 557-acre ranch that he decided to sell in 2023 for $17.2 million. Known as Kristofferson Ranch, The property included a mile of ocean frontage along an unspoiled coastline and served as a dairy farm in the 1800s before becoming Kristoffersons' retreat. Of all the homes Kris owned, which one would you want to live in? Maui Paradise, a Malibu perch, or the Northern California ranch? Let us know in the comments below. Kris Kristofferson's car collection. Kristofferson's love for freedom and adventure extended to his car collection, though he was never one to flaunt material possessions. His vehicles reflected his practical and rugged lifestyle rather than a penchant for luxury. What's your favorite Kris Kristofferson song or movie? Let us know in the comments below. Net worth at the time of his passing. At the time of his death in 2024, Kris Kristofferson had an estimated net worth of $50 million. This wealth came from his successful career in music, songwriting, and acting, as well as from smart real estate investments over the years. Kristofferson's impact on the country music industry is immeasurable. He penned some of the most iconic songs of his generation, including Me and Bobby McGee, For the Good Times, and Sunday Morning Comin' Down, which became hits for other artists. His induction into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 2004 and his receipt of the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2014 are testaments to his lasting influence on the music world. As an actor, Kristofferson had memorable roles in films such as A Star is Born, Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, and the Blade Trilogy. How do you think Kris balanced his incredible music career with acting? Share your thoughts in the comments. A legacy that lives on. Kris Kristofferson's life was one of extraordinary achievements, personal growth, and artistic integrity. He inspired generations of musicians, actors, and fans with his raw, introspective approach to both music and film. Even though he has passed on, his legacy remains alive through his timeless songs, his films, and his family. What moment from his life stands out to you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories about legendary figures.